fucking not ready. Shit, I've never done this before. I don't want to follow that. That was way too exciting. So, I mean, I just wrote these like, yes, let's try. All right, let's go for it. When you see a guy with a man bun like this, you probably think this guy belongs in Boulder, Colorado. This guy can probably like feed squirrels by hand. This guy likes folk music. This guy probably doesn't shower very often. You might think this is the type of guy that keeps those giant memory foam beanbag companies in business. You might think this guy lives in a van. If this guy puts his hair down, he ironically looks a lot like Jesus, but probably doesn't believe in Jesus. You might think this guy constantly disappoints the more masculine men in his family with his medium-sized build. Well, I'm here to tell you that I haven't figured out the squirrel thing. The squirrels are very nervous. You got to be relaxed. You got to stay still for a long time. You got to wait. You got to have almonds at the right time. It's very hard. Also, those giant bean bags don't fit in a van. I tried. So mine's up for sale. If anyone wants one. Anyways. So I flew home last week, and my brother comes and picks me up from the airport. And he just got an MBA. And I don't know if you guys have like a relative that just got an MBA, but they all of a sudden change and they become more business-like. He used to be all like sandals and cargo shorts, but all of a sudden he's got like the MBA starter kit. He's got like an entry-level 3 Series BMW. He's got like a striped Ralph Lauren shirt, and he's got like one of those Kenneth Cole Kenneth Cole reaction bags that you get at like TJ Maxx. Anyway, so we're like driving back. I just got off a red eye. I'm like half asleep. We stop at a convenience store. He comes out with a bottle of Perrier. I'd never seen this guy drink sparkling water. And so we're like driving back, and he's like trying to be all fancy with all of his matching shit. He's got all this like really nice He's got all this like fancy shit, and he's like trying to drink from this bottle and like look at the road at the same time. And it's like all of a sudden I have a realization. It's like, hey Rob, you know what the hard part about drinking Perrier is? And he's like, what? It's like, just telling your family you're gay. We'll go with it. All right. So when I got my first van, I was staying at this like Airbnb with this like Saudi guy and his brother. And he's like trying to relate to me, telling me that our cultures aren't that different. And he's going like, in my country, the women, they don't even want to drive. And that doesn't relate to the next part, but that happened. So I got a van. It's not a logical response to the situation. I understand that, but it all happened around the same time. It's real life. So when I first got the van, my mom freaked out. She's like, Ryan, you're homeless. Ryan, what are you doing? You got to listen to people. You got to get a job. You got to send out applications. You got to fix this. You don't listen to people, Ryan. I wasn't really paying attention to what she was saying, but I got real defensive. And I was like, Mom, I'm not homeless. Listen, I'm not homeless. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm home all the time. I'm in my van. I'm not homeless. I'm home more. I'm home way more than I ever was before. That's a shorter one. So I went to this, before my lease ended, I went to this bakery next to where I used to live. And there was this black girl who works there who I would flirt with a little. I'd walk in there. They always tell you to be yourself. So she's like, oh, hey, what are you up to today? I'm just like, well, my lease is ending and I'm rebuilding the inside of this van. And I was like real excited about it. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to put in this like Murphy bed thing that folds down. And I've got all these like straps. And I went to Home Depot. And she just like looked at me and she's like, that is the whitest shit I've ever heard. She's like, are you guys born knowing all that stuff? And I was like, well, my dad, we always had this like garage full of tools and stuff, and I'd work on stuff, and I'd play with 2x4s, and I'd like get the drills. She's like, oh, you had a dad, that's what it was. Anyways, that's my time. If anyone wants to buy a large bean bag, I'll be over there.
Yeah, buddy.